Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, K4 is proud to present to you their version of the Stinky Cheese Man. One day, out of the oven sprang a Stinky Cheese Man. When he came out, he ran. He ran and 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 he ran until he came to a forest where there was a teacher. That teacher said,
"Get out of my phone. No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay, bad teacher."
So that teacher, she walked away, and that Stinky Cheese Man continued to run and 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 run until he came to a chickadee. When the chickadee saw that Stinky Cheese Man, he said,
"Chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. What are you talking about? Chickadee-dee-dee-dee.
What
are you talking about?
So frustrated that he couldn't understand the chickadee, he ran and 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 he ran until he came to a knight in a forest. But that knight was a nervous knight, so he took a while for him to show up from behind the tree. When that knight saw the Stinky Cheese Man,
It's not even moving. What? This is a stone night. I don't know why. Wake up. I'm getting very annoyed.
The knight said, "That smell is too bad. I am going to go back to my castle." The Stinky Cheese Man said,
Go back to your castle.
so that night he ran away. So that Stinky Cheese Man, he ran and 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 he ran until he came to a beautiful castle where there was a beautiful princess. The beautiful princess saw the Stinky Cheese Man and she said,
What's that?
the Stinky Cheese Man said,
It's me, the Stinky Cheese Man. Hey, Mom. Go back to the castle.
so the princess went back to her castle where
so
she
could get big and fat, so you can eat a log cake.
And with that insult, the Stinky Cheese Man, he ran and 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 he ran until all of a sudden he came upon the Green Power Ranger and the Pink Power Ranger. The Green Power Ranger said,
Ew, what's that smell? I want to get out of here. Let me climb this tree. I agree. I can climb a tree.
those Power Rangers did not want the Stinky Cheese Man to climb the tree with them, so they hopped over to another tree.
Another tree.
When all of a sudden, out of nowhere, came a Stinky Cheese Lady.
Chase the Stinky Cheese Man. No! You want to chase the Stinky Cheese Man? I want to chase the Stinky Cheese Man.
So the Green Power Ranger chased the Stinky Cheese Man one way, and the Pink Power Ranger chased the Stinky Cheese Lady the other way. Well, that Stinky Cheese Lady, somewhere along the way, she lost the Pink Power Ranger, and she continued to run. She ran and 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 she ran for a very long time. Until she came to a lion. that stinky cheese lady to gobble her up. When, as soon as he got close, took a smell, and said,
"Interesting for me to eat." Ah!
And he ran away. That stinky cheese lady being saved, she ran and she ran and she ran and she ran and she ran until she came to another beautiful castle where there was a beautiful unicorn. That unicorn saw the stinky cheese lady and she said,
"Ew, what's that smell? It's me. Why does everybody want to know why I'm so stinky?"
Well, that unicorn said,
I'm going back to my castle.
so the unicorn flew all the way up into her castle where she stayed safe from the stink of the stinky cheese lady. Well, that stinky cheese lady flew up to that castle too, and then made the unicorn fly away. But that stinky cheese lady continued to run and 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 run until she came to a forest where she found two beautiful princesses. Princess Reva saw the stinky cheese lady and she said,
You stay out.
Princess Margaret said,
Why are you in this forest? Cause this is the way to my home. I don't think so. Why are you going home anyway? Cause I was out all day trying to find a place to have lunch. There is no restaurants here in the forest. Yeah, or in Fantasy World. That's where we live. Well, there are coconuts near where I live, and I'm trying to find those. You can't. This is not near where you live. Yes, it is.
but Princess Margaret and Princess Reva needing to go home, they decided to go back through the forest.
And collect all the jewels on the way.
So they collected all the jewels, and they got back to their castle, but they realized that the stinky cheese lady had followed them the entire way.
Why are you following us? This is our castle. We don't want any stinking in our castle. Well, this is my way home. And I'm going to have dinner at my house after I find some coconuts. I've got lunch. You know what? I think that if you follow us home, we'll follow you home.
Well, that stinky cheese lady did not want those two princesses following her home, so she ran and she ran and she ran and ran and ran and ran and ran and ran and ran until she came to a field where there was a ninja. The stinky cheese lady saw the ninja and she said,
Who are you? Hello, thanks. A ninja. That's what I am. What are you going to do next? Oh, I don't know.
so that's
I think I know. Smell me.
so that ninja took a big whiff of that stinky cheese lady, and that smell knocked him out.
I'll try that too.
Well, that stinky cheese lady thought her smell would knock her out, but she just hit her head. So she felt so bad making that ninja fall down that she ran away. She ran and 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 she ran until she came to Ottoman. Ottoman saw the stinky cheese lady and he said,
What's that smell?
the stinky cheese lady, getting a little fed up, said,
Why does everybody want to know why I stink?
well, Ottoman didn't like the stink of the stinky cheese lady, so he tried to put her down. But then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere came the stinky cheese man to the rescue. And the stinky cheese man and the Ottoman started to fight. But the stinky cheese lady said,
No fighting, it could hurt somebody.
lady was very happy that she was safe and that the Stinky Cheese Man was there. So she said,
"You want to come to my house and have coconuts?"
So they both together, they ran and they ran and they ran and they ran and they ran until they reached the Stinky Cheese Lady's house. When they reached there, the Stinky Cheese Lady said,
Maybe before we go inside, we have to collect some coconuts, or we won't have anything for dinner. Okay.
So they collected coconuts, and then they went inside and had a delicious coconut dinner. And that is the story of the Stinky Cheese Man. The end. On their own, they drew, they colored in, they had very little help. It wasn't really needed here, so they did a great job. And they came up with all their lines by themselves.
Wow. Good job, guys.
Good job, Storm.
Oh, great job, Storm.
Good job. Give me 5.
Want to bring that home?
You can keep it? You want me to keep it?
Daddy, could you bring this home?
Are you sure? Good job, Soren. Mr. Stinky Cheese Man.